But
So you were
I was
gonna.
going to say, if you find that you have a sudden need for a pebble, there's ways of communicating that tend to work better than others. Saying, I reach in my pocket and pull out a pebble doesn't really work too well. However, if you try something like, I am going to search my boot because walking in from the forest, my foot's giving me a little bit of trouble. I think that I may have picked up a pebble. So I'm going to search my boot to see if there's a pebble lodged down in the bottom of it. That gives the DM an opportunity to roll the dice and find out whether or not you do in fact have a pebble. How you phrase that, I almost started to say, well, let's look for the pebble that might be in my boot because my foot's hurting a little bit. That would be a bad thing to say. Because then the DM rolls the dice to find out what might be causing the hurt.
Maybe there's an arrow through your foot.
Yeah. Oh, check this out. You didn't notice the fact that your foot had been bitten by an ogre.
Or that you stepped on a nail on your way in. Or that your boot is destroyed.
So you want to word it in a way that works for you. But if you leave it open to the possibilities and make it less of a, by God, I've got this in my inventory, I know because I left home with it. That doesn't really seem to ever, in my experience, not as a DM, but as a player, if I approach it from that perspective, it doesn't seem to work as well. Which reminds me of one of the observations that some folks had about how horribly things could go wrong, and they were wondering, how in the heck did that come about? Because you're not here.